we decided to RV full-time, one of the reasons on the top of our list was to skip out on winter and RV in Florida, soaking in the sunshine in December, January, February, and March if we could. Now, we had no idea how expensive that was actually going to be. And then we went to hit the road, our first winter full-time in the RV traveling, and found very quickly just how expensive Florida was. We were hopping between RV resort to RV resort every 2 to 5 days, and we were spending a ton of money. We found a few good tricks here and there to save some money, but all in all, it was a very expensive venture. So we knew if we wanted to do it again this year, we were gonna have to do it in a much different way. Honestly, just find ways to make it more affordable. So I wanna share some of those tips with you today. I'm coming at you right now from the Big Bend in Florida. This is like the grassland of Florida. It's also known as the tree capital. So it's definitely a different scene. It's not the real touristy, popular beaches. However, there's still beaches. They're just a little bit smaller and a little bit more private. Honestly, it's a great place to go fishing. John has done a great job getting out here every day. He got a fishing license, and so he's been having fun fishing, and it's been relaxing. You know, we can just pop over here to the beach anytime we want. We're just 5 minutes down the road at a private lot, which I'll get more into in a second. But yeah, if you're looking for a more affordable solution in Florida, at least for a chunk of the winter, check out the Big Bend of Florida. One of the first ways to save money while RVing in Florida in the winter is to find a place to stay that is not in a coastal town or near a beach, or anyways, a popular beach. All right, I got it. That probably sounds like the opposite of what you want to do because you're going to Florida for the beaches. But trust us, if you stay at least half an hour to 45 minutes to even an hour inland, away from the coast, away from the beach, you are going to save a lot of money. And you can still find just as beautiful of a place to stay that's usually along a river. And you're still within a decent drive of the beach. Last year, we were half an hour from St. Augustine Beach, and we were still spending between $80 and $90 a night to stay at an RV resort. Now, we're an hour from the beach inland on a beautiful river, and we paid $800 for an entire month. Trust us when we say it's worth it. Now, there is no free beach camping that we're aware of in the state of Florida. Please comment below and let us know if we're wrong. But there are wildlife and wetland management areas that do allow you to boondock for free, I believe between 6 to 10 nights. So you can search those out and find it, but you are still getting away from the coast and getting away from the beaches. Dick Central, you can still get to the Gulf or the Atlantic Ocean with just an hour drive. Next tip, stay in state parks. Florida has a lot of beautiful state parks, and they are one of the most affordable ways to stay in your RV in the state. One of our favorite places we've ever stayed is Catherine Abbey Hanna Park up in Jacksonville. Usually a lot of these state parks, you can only stay a max of 14 days, but that's pretty darn good for a state park. So stay as many nights as you can. I think we stayed for like a week and a half near Jacksonville for just about $120. So not bad at all. Often very, very beautiful. Make sure you pay attention to whether or not it's big rig friendly. Even Catherine Abbey Hanna Park was still tight. We got a pull through, we looked at our measurements, made sure slides were allowed and everything, but it was still very tight pull in and pull out and driving around, but it was possible and it was beautiful. We were right across the street from both a lake as well as the Atlantic Ocean, so couldn't complain.
Our next tip is to check with the campgrounds that you're looking at to see if they offer monthly and weekly discounts. A lot of times you can save and get like a free night if you stay for full 7 nights versus just 6 or less. And the same for a month. You might end up getting a few free nights or even a week free or something like that if you decide to stay the full month. These RV parks like to stay full, and if they can guarantee a spot for an entire week or even an entire month, they love doing that kind of stuff.
Next, book Florida early. Not as in early in the morning like it is right now. It's cold. But make your reservations as early as possible, like a year in advance. If there is a popular RV park that is at least somewhat affordable, it's gonna book fast. Also, make sure to call, because sometimes if online they're showing fully booked, they might not actually be booked. So call them, see what they've got, check out their weekly rates and their monthly rates, and do it as early as possible.
Fifth and final tip for staying in Florida during the winter is to check out private property. There's a lot of people that own property down here, and they usually park their RV on it, but if they can't be on their property all the time, they will rent it out to try and make a little bit of money so they can pay the mortgage and just recoup a little bit of that cost when they're not on it. We use a couple of Facebook groups to find these spots, and this is our first winter doing it, and it worked out really great. We were able to snag the couple of spots that we did from the Facebook group. We were able to do that in October with only a few months notice before we were arriving. And there was even one that we got even a month within our arrival. So there are so many lots here in Florida that people have put RV spots on. Some of them have multiple RV spots. Where we're at now, there are 4 spots, and it's super nice here. It's very quiet. There's not a lot going on. It was $550 a month. We're 5 minutes from the beach. There are others in this area where we're at. There's one that I tried to get that was $700 a month and was right on the water. So there's some really great lots that you can find and just have a great winter.
So this video is a combination of everything we learned last year in saving some money, as well as this year in saving money. And these are what we would consider our top tips for RVing in Florida on at least a little bit of a budget.